All right, let's share this. All right, I'm just typing something real quick. All right. Yeah, made my announcement, and here we go. What is going on, YouTube Nation? This is Darth Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. So we got two people on here right now, and I'm going to discuss with you guys my top 5 dividend stocks. I know a lot of you guys will join on here later. I just posted a video on Pepsi and a stock and dividend analysis on that. So before we start, why don't you guys introduce yourselves? I see some of you guys on here right now. Go ahead and make a comment. Nope, I just see 2. So, all right, well, I'm going to discuss right now my first dividend stock, which is Realty Income. Realty Income just had a big merger with Varied. It is right now at $68.68, a 4.08% dividend with 23 cents right now it distributes for a dividend. So this is the monthly dividend stock that I find very attractive. This is a very good stock that has increased its dividend over time. It's a very strong dividend stock. It has basically, with this acquisition, the rental or the tenants, 98% with Varied has been a part of that. And just about 99%, as I posted on my previous video. So Varied, with the acquisition, you're seeing basically a company that owns a lot of Red Lobster buildings, a lot of restaurants, and this acquisition is going to be very strong. So in regard to this acquisition that's going on, Realty Income is just going to be stronger and stronger. As a dividend investor, I really enjoy the art form of monthly dividends. And the way that these things are distributing their monthly dividends, it's just going to get stronger. Actually, let me close this window. I hear a bird in the background. All right, so let me close this real quick. So Realty Income right now is a very good stock, yielding 23 cents, as I was saying, and it's a very strong stock. I own 100 shares on Realty Income. It's a very strong stock, and I'm going to continue to be long. I'm going to reinvest my dividends in Realty Income. I see people sending me a text right now. Okay. All right, there we go. Sorry. And we are very strong with Realty Income. So a lot of you guys are the monthly dividend investors with Realty Income. You got Stag, you got other monthly dividend stocks that are very strong. So these guys will not, these guys are just going to go up. And I did post about Realty Income's dividend history and its stock split history. If it grows like crazy because of the acquisition, I would assume, again, I'm not a financial advisor, I would assume that Realty Income would split its stock. Again, the board of directors have to make some decisions, but if this grows really fast because of the acquisition and people are paying rent and it makes money by appreciation. So rates, I mean, like I invest in Fundrise, that's one thing. And Fundrise will distribute a dividend and I get money off of appreciation. So a lot of these people that are paying rent for realty income, they're increasing their rent. They're going to have to do that. I'm in an apartment complex. I have to, increase my appreciation over time. So people are paying rent for realty income and things are just good, on the upswing for the acquisition. I'm very surprised. These guys made a strong move and I'm really thrilled about that. As you can see in the background, I just have some, containers here by Newell Brands. I forgot to mention that one. I did a video on those guys, very strong stock. I just wanted to show you in the background some products. And I'll show you some wildcard products after this. So that first stock that I mentioned is Realty Income, if you guys are new on here. The second stock that I would like to discuss with you guys is Pfizer stock. Pfizer, first of all, their vaccine has been proven effective, okay, based on research. But the other thing with Pfizer is I always discuss a lot of their products. So they have a 3.92% dividend yield. If you guys are new on here or you guys visiting, go ahead and post your name, say what's up. We are at, and smash that like button. Pfizer is at $39.83. So that's one thing that's promising with that stock is it's at 39 cents. It yields a dividend of 39 cents. So it has increased its dividend over time. And don't forget, I did a really long lecture on Pfizer, and I'm going to continue to tell you guys, Pfizer has many products, including pain medications like Lyrica, which are, there's a rise in diabetics, unfortunately, and people that have diabetic neuropathy, they usually get Lyrica. They also have products with statins. So unfortunately, there's a rise in cardiac issues. So if your increased cholesterol levels are bad, you're prescribed a statin. And that's one thing that Pfizer is very notorious on. And I see people making comments right now on my phone. But that's another thing with Pfizer's. They not just have the vaccine. They're a very strong company. To increase its dividend, it's very undervalued. If you ask me right now, it is very undervalued. $39.83 with a 3.92% dividend yield. It's almost 4%. That's very attractive to dividend investors. I mean, 39 cents. I have that in my M1 Finance dividend portfolio, and I can't wait to get to 50 or 60 shares and just see the compound interest on that. It's a brilliant stock. It is a brilliant company. It is not, I mean, a lot of us as dividend investors, we don't like to see things blow up too fast. And that's one thing that I discussed in my previous video with Pepsi is look at how fast it has blown up and look at how it has grown extremely fast and look at how it basically has, just, you can't keep up with it. Coca-Cola, I mean, you can keep up with the price, but Pepsi, you can't. And one thing that Pfizer has in AbbVie and some of these other big pharmaceutical companies is the price. So you can actually get a good bang for your buck with Pfizer sitting at $39.83 with a 3.92% dividend yield. That's very attractive. So that's one thing to look at is your price. Many people, I can't, pay for somebody like Pepsi, or I can't, pay for something like BlackRock or something. I know they distribute a dividend, but that's a lot, and I can't keep up with it. And that's the same thing with IPR. It just blew up, and how am I going to compound my interest when I'm barely getting anything, because it's blown up price per share. Pfizer hasn't blown up price per share. So that's one thing to look at as a dividend investor. It hasn't done too hot against the S&P, but who cares if you're getting something at $39.83 and is not in, that has increased its dividend over time, revenue-wise it has done well, and it's very sharp. How can you say no to that? So my third stock is BGS Foods. So I discussed BGS Foods. let me just move this down here real quick. So I discussed BGS Foods as a very top, a very good dividend stock. It's sitting at $28.98. So people, you'd be surprised at how many products that these guys have out there. One of them is Ortega. So if you guys have like Taco Tuesdays or Cinco de Mayo, what does Ortega have? They have those shells in the stores. They have salsa. They have chips. So Ortega's a big company with BGS Foods. Don't forget the pickles. Don't forget the condiments that they have. So these guys, I did a video on them. They have a 6.56% dividend yield. Yields 47.47 or 47 cents, almost 48 cents. Basically a dividend of that, and it just has increased over time. Now, again, when you think about this, when you go to a store, okay, people are buying stuff like crazy. I just did a video discussing Pepsi stock and how many people buy Quaker Oats. Okay, this is something that Pepsi owns. How many times do you see people in the store buying products like these? Okay, people buy products like BGS. Stuff in the supermarkets are going crazy. Here's OxyClean, another thing. Okay, Church and Dwight. People use these products all the time. It's going to be summer. Think of that. Summer, okay, people like tacos, people like parties, outdoor parties. Thank you for that like, by the way. People like outdoor parties. Ortega, salsa. Think of how many parties that you have been, family parties, parties with kids, graduation parties. How many times do people have salsa? Okay, that's one thing to think about with Ortega that these guys own. A 6.56% dividend yield. These guys are only going to get stronger. Remember, gluttony is a sin. Okay, you have to remember that gluttony is a sin, and that's why companies like BGS or Pepsi, if you want to eat healthy, you got things like Pepsi with Quaker Oats. Okay, they're always going to be in demand. So that's one thing to look at with very popular stocks. BGS is one that a lot of people don't realize that has a nice dividend yield. It is not too expensive. I have that in my Etrade dividend portfolio. I'm actually considering selling it and throwing on my M1 Finance dividend portfolio because it's such a great stock and this increases dividend over time. Right now, what I'm trying to do is focus on my monthly dividends and then eventually start going up there. But that is my third stock, is BGS Foods. So I really like the way that people, it doesn't go in cycles. I would say it's a pandemic and recession-proof stock. Same with Pfizer because, people need medications. People need blood pressure medication. People need beta blockers to relax their heart. People need things to help them if they have a stroke or a heart attack. And unfortunately, more and more people are getting heart attacks. So as I refer back to Pfizer, people need Pfizer products, okay? They don't just need Viagra from Pfizer. They don't just need a vaccine. They need medications, okay, that are important to people to keep them alive and prevent another forest fire from happening, either with a stroke or a heart attack. BGS, people use these in a pandemic, okay? I don't care when people are buying toilet paper like crazy and hoarding it. BGS Foods, people were buying that in the store. It doesn't matter. And guess what? If there's a recall, I doubt people would care because they would start buying it again, once it gets better. So that's one thing to consider with a lot of these three stocks that I discussed. Now, a lot of you guys that just jumped on here, Realty Income was my first one that I discussed, as well as the merger. So Realty Income with rental space is 99% capacity the last time I checked the website, and their Verite is right around 98% capacity. And Verite is a big one that owns a lot of stores and stuff, restaurants, like Red Lobster and stuff. Red Lobster is always busy. Drives me. I mean, you go to Red Lobster, that Verite owns in some of these buildings, you get shrimp and tweezers, and and it's always busy. People are paying rent for that. So that's very interesting. So the fourth one that I want to discuss is AT&T. AT&T is my fourth dividend stock that I really like at the moment, and I'm going to continue to reinvest. The earnings report seemed pretty strong. HBO Max is helping out AT&T a lot. People need phones, okay? People need stuff to, talk. People need, people use HBO, okay? People use AT&T. AT&T owns a lot of companies. So they're in demand, and they're only, they're ranging in their 20s and below 30s. So that's what makes AT&T a very strong stock. By the way, I see a lot of you guys on here, 8 of you guys, feel free to make a comment at any time. Oh, now we see 7. I kind of just did this randomly. I probably should have organized this, but a little bit, but I just said I'm coming on today. And, the thing with AT&T is the dividend yield. And with dividend investors, this is one of the best dividend stocks out there. You're going to get a good bang for your buck. It's not an expensive stock. You basically will reinvest it. You have a better opportunity to buy more shares. A lot of these things are popping up right now on my phone. You guys have been fantastic with these comments, by the way, on the channel. And, these guys are only going to get stronger and bigger, and they're not too expensive. So that's the thing that I like about AT&T, BGS, as I also said, Pfizer. So a lot of you guys are back on your Pfizer, not very expensive at all. And these 3, how can you go wrong with them? They're in demand. Okay, the 3 that I mentioned. And O is going to be in demand with rental space. But these stocks, okay, are in demand. Okay, they're in demand. I own all of these. Okay, and I'm going to be long in them. And I also have one more stock, my 5th one to discuss, which is LTC Properties. So LTC Properties is a monthly dividend stock that has basically, they own skilled rehab facilities. They own, a lot of long-term care facilities, acute care facilities. And LTC's dividend right now is 19 cents. So it is right around $42.40 or $42.40, 5.38% dividend yield. So I have a lot of shares in my Etrade dividend portfolio, and I'm increasing. Okay, I plan on buying more with LTC Properties, and these dividends are just getting stronger and stronger. So if you have a combination, okay, of LTC Properties, hi there. So if you have a combination of LTC Properties, a combination of Realty Income for monthly dividend stocks, how can you go wrong? I mean, with LTC, unfortunately, people are getting worse. I'm a registered nurse. I see people, nobody wants to go to skilled rehab, but you have to because you're not safe at home. People are getting strokes as a rise of strokes and heart attacks. Sometimes you get a heart attack, a clot breaks off and you get a stroke. So they call it an emboli storm that can happen. So that's bad. That's like basically you see a comet just explode in your brain and cause infarcts and stuff, which is it's never a good thing to see. But people are in bad shape from it, and how are they going to be taken care of at home? They need 24/7 supervision. They need to be turned every so hours because if they don't get turned, they get pressure sores. So that's a rise in healthcare facilities. LTC Properties is a very good monthly dividend stock that has increased its dividend, and it's only $42.40. It's not jumping up like crazy, okay? And I'm just looking at a few things with LTC. They're just getting bigger and bigger. And what's unfortunate, with skilled rehab facilities, they're getting bought off by bigger and stronger skilled rehab facilities, and it's going to eventually be probably a monopoly. But people are getting sicker. Acute care facilities are busy. So unfortunately, and the other thing is people are suffering from COVID. They're getting COVID lung. And what are you going to do? You're going to have to be on oxygen for a while. A lot of people have been sick with COVID. And where do they go? Things like LTC properties. They get a blood clot, they get an infection, there they go. So that's one thing to really look at with investing and finding dividend stocks. Are they in demand? Is I always sum things up with dividend stocks. Okay. When you look at dividend stocks, you got to ask yourself, are they in demand? Okay. All of these stocks that I mentioned, Realty Income, Pfizer, AT&T, BGS Foods, and LTC Properties, they are all in demand. Okay. They are all in demand. So they're not going anywhere. People, it's just people need electronic communications. People enjoy entertainment. So AT&T is a very strong stock. So people say, well, earnings, this and that, it's cheap. Well, sure. Okay. Verizon, sure, it increases its price per share, but it's not, it's AT&T's cheaper. So that's one thing to look at versus Verizon. They're both great stocks. I should buy Verizon. I'm delaying buying that. I don't know why. I've done some stupid things with investing, delaying time, investing in things, even in crypto, which I should have done a long time ago. My net asset value would be crazy. But you know what? You learn as an investor. So, diversification, you have real estate with LTC. Okay, you have the communication sector, you have the consumers. Okay, this is well diversified. You have the pharmaceuticals. So you have all these stocks and you're well diversified. I have them in my M1 Finance Dividend portfolio. I absolutely love these stocks, and I will continue to reinvest the dividends and buy them. But I was just wondering, a lot of you guys are on here. I see 6 or 7 of you guys on here. Do you have any questions for me? Do you have any good stocks out there? Jennifer, do you have any good stocks out there? Just trying to see if anybody is responding. Thank you for the likes in these videos. I'll, leave this here for right now. I'm highly encouraging you guys to be involved, get on here, and be active. So I know it was very random. I think what I'm going to do is arrange more times when I plan on going on here, because I don't think that's fair to you guys just to jump on here and discuss, hot stocks out there. But I really enjoy doing this. I haven't done this as much. I used to, but I'm just not as active as that. Let me jump on one thing real quick. Thank you for that comment. Let me see who else is on here. So I'll stay on here for a little bit with you guys. See 6 of you. I'm just gonna be here waiting to see if anyone has any comments. I'll get this to 30 minutes if anyone's. I see a lot of you guys are on here. Let me just check my YouTube real quick. Make an announcement to see. just going to make a comment. See one of you guys. Let's see. Let me jump on here. All right, let's see if anybody else is on here. I'll give this a few minutes and go from there. I know a lot of you guys are a little quiet on here. Thank you for the comments, though, but thank you for those likes as well. I'll give it a few minutes. Guys got any good stocks out there to discuss? So 5 of you on here. We'll give it a few more minutes and sum everything up. So I really appreciate you guys. You guys have been awesome on this channel. I really do appreciate all the active comments, all the active people who are on here. You guys have been fantastic. I'm at 4,000 subscribers, and the more you guys are active, the more you guys are involved on this channel, I will post more videos. Again, you know, I'm in nurse practitioner school. I busted my ass. I got a 4.0. And I just want to say that hard work pays off. You guys as dividend investors, hard work pays off. And I just want to emphasize that. It's going to take time. You guys that have put that time in, I love hearing in the comment section how you guys are doing with your dividend portfolio, how things are looking, and how you guys have improved as investors. And I'm thrilled to help you guys out. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I really like to, you know, I have a goal, and that's to make, you know, to impact lives. I mean, a registered nurse, you know, taking care of patients, saving lives is one thing, but also making an impact with people in the financial sector is very important. And I believe that dividend investing for a lot of you guys is important. I believe that you can treat dividend investing as a retirement pension, and you guys have done very well. I'm thrilled to hear how you guys have done as investors. How you really have done is how you're dedicated, the dedication that you have, and how you guys have done as, you know, people who go against the crowd. Okay, you know, some people say, I want to invest, they're this and that, or, you know, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Well, you know what? You guys have done that. And I'm really proud of you guys as investors. I'm proud to make stock and dividend analysis videos for you. And, you know, I think this is going to be a fun summer. I plan on doing more live videos and discussing stocks. I think that would be fun. So let me know what you guys think. You guys have a good one, and it's a pleasure doing this video for you guys. We are 4,000 subscribers strong. All you dividend warriors out there, things have been fantastic. You know, out there, take care of yourselves, take care of your bodies. The best investments, remember, you can make on your health. Exercise, eat well, avoid the booze, too much booze. I had a drink to celebrate, you know, my grade, but, you know, don't excessively drink. You know, eat good food. Okay, meal prep, save some money so you can put it in your dividend portfolio. Read, okay? I have books that if you guys want to click links in my description, books to buy and learn and invest. It's my affiliate link. Feel free to do that. I have my M1 Finance dividend portfolio videos for you. I also have a affiliate link for M1 Finance. If you want to get $30, I get $30, you get $30 for signing up and creating a dividend portfolio on M1 Finance. Now's the time to do it. So I will really emphasize the Matthew Ramey dividend investing strategy. I think that's going to be very important for my future lectures for you guys, how to earn passive income. And I really appreciate you guys just being awesome on this channel. So thank you. Have a great night and have a good one.